comrades. Good evening to everybody when you watch this program. Good afternoon and good morning to your geographical locations. This is the voice of Mixer. Today, Sunday, the 19th of March, 2023. Election topic today is about election sensitization. The main purpose and rationale for conducting this program is to educate with people in back home, for sensitize them and tell them what exactly they happen and what they for expect prior to the June 24th election. With me today, I have my co-host, Sweet Bonita, a familiar face in this platform. We also have two super giants from the APC political party. We have the former immigration boss, Mr. Alpha Khalifa Kuruma. We also have the newly elected Secretary General of the APC political party, Mr. Lansana Doumbouya Esquire. I'll bring them in to introduce themselves, as well as my co-host, who is Sweet Bonita, and I will stick to the policy of the platform. So viewers, ladies and gentlemen, today is about APC 2023 election sensitization. Thank you ever so much. Mixer. Sweet Bonita.
Yes, Mixer.
Yeah, could you just introduce yourself to the viewers, please? Thank you.
Good evening, viewers, and good evening, Sierra Leone. My name is Sweet Bonita. I'm going to be the co-presenter this evening. Our topic is about election sensitization. We go through the topic, and I'm sure we'll be able to discuss more. I'd just like to say good evening to everyone.
Okay, before we start our questions and answers program, I would like to introduce our guests for tonight's show. And I'll start with the former Chief Immigration Officer, Mr. Alpha Kuroma. Mr. Khalifa Kuroma, you're welcome to the platform. Please introduce yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. My name is Alpha Khalifa Kuroma Esquire, and I'm former Chief Immigration Officer of Sierra Leone, and also under order of the I thank you very much for this great introduction of myself.
Yes, to viewers, we are still waiting for Mr. Lansana Doumbouya, who happened to be the elected Secretary General of the APC political party. But whilst waiting for him, I will go straight away to my first question, where I throw to Mr. Khalifa Kuroma for sensitization. Mr. Khalifa Kuroma, over the years, the government of Sierra Leone don't disable the women them in the country. But recently, we advocate for the 30% quota for women them. You go able to tell me a little bit about how the party is committed to empower women in governance. Thank you so much. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you for this, sir. Empowerment women into the political activities of the country, and in different kinds of ways, where they can make the presence felt within the development of the country. Can be something where the leadership of the political party itself going for responsibility. And we don't hear the agitation, the advocacy from lots of people we want to empower women by granting them the 30% participation in every political sphere of life in the country. I think the only way it can be done is by the political actors within the parties. In this sense, I'm not talking about one political party, the notion around across the board, so that we're able to get women to be politically active, economically active, socially active, and for make them know to hold, make them hold some responsibilities of some kind, we were able for broad and base of women empowerment in the country. To make sense. And most recently, when the selection of the running mate to Dr. Samora Kamara being one look like, a guest word, we get so many advocates to talk about. Say it is high time we get a woman for being, the running mate to flag bearer. Well, had it happened, it probably would have been looked the right direction as well, way for to ensure a greater empowerment of women in the country. Because if that's what will happen, that will galvanize the women, and particularly those that are coming within the political spectrum, will become very attracted into holding positions of trust in the country.
Don't forget to switch into Korea. It's about the policies, huh?
Apart from them not being running mate, as it is for now, we don't get a running mate under which circumstances, well, it's all up to the leaders. But I believe the other areas of responsibilities can be way for platform really encourage women empowerment so that we could be a respecter of the current democratic value of the political process in the country.
Yeah, well, thank you for that presentation, Mr. Kolifa Kuruma. I did expand a little bit more on the same 30% quota of the women. Then, let's say, for example, now they conduct the elections in a PR system in the country, and for example, Gambia, we get 6 systems we allocated to Gambia district for the parliamentary seats, and would they really say they get about 2 women then, where they contest for the parliamentary seat. How exactly you feel say the party will able to select one panel woman that they for meet the 30% quota? Do you think it's possible?
It is like a try for put responsibility to the leadership of the party. It depends on the preferences where the leadership actually they put towards women empowerment and of the need for making it possible for ladies in the way to use that Gambia and in any other constituency within the country, for the women that they consider. I believe the women not any weak side of the development of the country anymore, because a good number of them now are highly educated, some have empowered themselves, some they don't hold responsibilities before. I think it's high time for make the party leadership, make them a point of duty, for make them be able to respect the one that we advocate for the 30% for women participation in development of the country.
Thanks for this contribution also. Mr. Kolifa Kuruma just to highlight about the importance of having women in governance, and which is very, very good. But again, we'll wait for we National Secretary General, Mr. Lansana Dumbuya. I don't know, he gets some technical problem right now at Sierra Leone, and we're going to wait for her for make he can answer a few questions then, and educate and sensitize viewers them as well as comrades of the mighty APC and potential eligible electorate them in our country. But again, as part of the show, we cannot wait for him, so we'll proceed ahead. Mr. Kolifa just to highlight few important issues then regarding the women empowerment in governance. Mr. Kolifa, I believe you don't know about how the voters registration they go. And a very important man at the APC political party. Can you tell us a little bit about the importance of collecting the voters' IDs?
Well, so we go now encourage ourselves for say there was a massive registration of the parties, elected during the time of the registration process. Much to the chagrin of, the other side of the political divide, where they expect to probably not be able to come out in mass for the vote, for the register. So as it is now, from the statistics where we did see after the registration be non-complete, we get to breathe a sigh of relief for see the extent to which the electorate were sensitized sufficiently. And we already in the diaspora, we see the contributions we make to the various organizations where they inform our constituencies and our districts, the provinces, as to how they help for sensitize the people and let them go register for months. Now, as I said, waiting to say we what to do now before we receive what ID we get for make sure say the certificate of registration where they don't give people that they're not able for kids. You don't then take them away from them without them using the ID. Because that's now one way, if they are not sufficiently sensitized, then they will become disenfranchised. And when I mean disenfranchised, they deprive them of voting. So now the party agents and the leadership of the political party of the APC for stand firm behind them measures there for make sure the people are sufficiently educated for make them all A, give the certificate to anybody for any kind of ransom we would disenfranchise them. And two, therefore be alert that when they go for to receive the IDs then, therefore make sure say that their success will be registered and therefore collect, their IDs going forward. By so doing, you will find a very difficult way kind of routines to be adopted where we get for affect, the participation of the voters in at elections.
Okay, taking into consideration the importance of the voter ID cards, you go able to tell viewers them, or if you are aware of any records of the voters registration, say the APC political party presently we don't handle the full voters registration list in the ECSL. Are you aware of it?
Well, I'm not here in the country because we said they try to find out ways in so for getting details here. But I think as responsible as the party is, I should say that has been done. And I would say they don't present a formidable statistic to, the ECSL as respects the one that will really register and also forget the voter ID cards. So that's the understanding we get. And now that we don't get a functioning, executive, I'm pretty sure it will be the responsibility of the newly elected, persons then into the party hierarchy for make sure say that's done. And thank God we get robust leadership now party caucus, like the Secretary General, which mentioned last Mbuya, colleague lawyer, and the chairman, newly elected chairman, and of course the veteran former Secretary General of the party. All of them are people say they're able for Ghana to gather themselves and strategically try for make sure that becomes a possibility.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sensitization. Now I will move to another question for you, Mr. Khalifa. Although some of these questions today, which Lansana Dumboya can join with, lawyer Esquire, you'll be able to repeat them back for me to get your own view. But moving forward, yesterday was the 18th of March, 2023. We see a lot of videos, a lot of audios on social media, and we also saw a press release for say the flag bearer when a president and President awaits Dr. Samura traveled to the USA you can able to tell we under which circumstance they travel in the USA. Is it private trip or for just go sensitize the APC comrades then at the USA? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea as to waiting na the purpose of Dr. Samura Kamara in travel to the United States of America. I have no idea. But from looking at, the whole purpose of in travel to the United States, it might not be unconnected with the fact that they get for go, make yourself available to most of the one that we don't help the process that earlier for me to get the flag bearer. So OZB, it could either be, either of the two, privately or for political reason, where they go now show instead to people that they say, well, I am a flag bearer and I'm ready to take the mantle of leadership of the country. So whichever way, I believe Samura Kamara will make herself understood to the people the way they're going to America.
Oh, that's good. That's very kind of you because at the end of the day, what thing we want for getting at this platform now for give the viewers the authentic information when they therefore take home. And this is exactly what you've done. Because at the end of the day, there's no point answering questions that you know nothing about. So which is very good. So I believe say Dr. Samura Kamara, they go sensitize a whole lot of APC companies in the United States. What happened for being in first destination after he has been elected as the flag bearer of the APC. Thank you so much for that. I jump into another question again because this that discussion and about sensitization. Presently, we have two organs then within the party. One they call on the IEMC. The other one they call on the EMC. And they give you a premise and then really explain to the viewers then about the various roles then way then they play now the party. But again, before we go further, I just want to give the definition and then you go ahead and elaborate further about the various roles of the IEMC as well as the EMC. Of course, the IEMC, according to the 2022 Constitution, they call on the Internal Election Management Committee. And then the EMC, they call on the Election Management Committee. You can able to tell people because you get vast knowledge about our constitution and you know everything about how election process they go on in the country as well as the APC within the party. Can you tell people about the various functions or roles of the IMC as well as the EMC?
Well, Mr. Mixer, I think these are just, political idioms, really, where we try for kind of like clarified rules, whether the, organs that they play. But, as the idioms themselves clearly, imply, it simply means now for elections purposes, actually, the organs formed, you know. If the Constitution speaks about the internal management elections committee and elections management committee, I hardly ever be able for probably as a thin line of divide between the two functions of the organs there. And I can see the extent to which during the conduct of the convention, the McCain, how the internal management elections committee or the elections management committee conduct themselves professionally for making it able to get a proper and accountable and responsible, elections where don't give us a flag bearer of an untainted character, so to speak. Because we see the extent to which elections were conducted willy-nilly. It's difficult to say foul crying over it. But the fact of the matter is, then two organs there, I believe, say they don't perform the role to the best of the expectation of the reason for them being formed. and being contained in many of the provisions of the APC Constitution for installation.
Oh, thank you so much for that again, and Mr. Qualifier. But that's fine, because at the end of the day, will be the wish Mr. Lansana Dubuya for doing at the show right now, so that he will able for delve into that more in more details, because of course you understand what to make them form the EMC, the party we headed by Sherry Coco right now. And so, but wait, day with the left and back, if you come back with the able for continue further. But again, let me just give you a 2-minute break, and then I'll bring in Sweet Bonita for make it tell we about what they happen at the lobby, and then make you welcome viewers them. Thank you. Sweet Bonita, over to you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Mixer. And the truth of the matter is, I was really enjoying my former chief immigration officer, Mr. Kolifako, because again, I think he was very passionate of us having Dr. Martin Wilson Kamara to be our flag bearer. And I want to apologize to him again publicly, which I've done privately. I wanted us to have a one-to-one, but I was not able. I had my own elections and all that, so I really want to retaliate and apologize to him. But again, his wish was agreed by the people of Sierra Leone, because I'm sure when we look at a better vision, other people also see from that vision just a tiny few that will not be able to see. So again, we are grateful that we had Samara Kamara as our next president of this honorable country. We'll know what the country is going through, but definitely we'll move past there. And again, comrades, all, it's really wonderful. APC will always says we'll have to give information out that are going to be factual. And I'm so happy that Mr. Khalifa Kroma Esper also made that. Since he wasn't aware, he's like, well, let's leave it. This is what it will be. Again, I'm happy, comrades. I'm really, really grateful. I would like to say good evening to most of our comrades that we always have week in and week out. And again, before I welcome everyone, I want to apologize to let the comrades know we start earlier today, and our usual suspects are with us. It means they are following us. So it's good for people to follow us, share, because whatever changes happen, and as we know, coming now to elections, there are going to be various programs. So if you're just thinking of Sunday, you miss a lot. So it's better for you to subscribe so that you'll be able to have the notification the sooner we are live on Facebook and on YouTube as well. You can also get us on Twitter. Please, 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 comrades, let's share. Let's continue to share, and also encourage other comrades to come on board. Because without all of us, there's no way this platform will move forward. We've seen our presenter so far, Comrade Mixer. I'm sure, unless they say Mixer is new, but he's not new. He has always been behind the scene. Now he decided to take the front seat. So this is Mixer, always behind the scene. Now he's in front of us. So this is it. Don't think he's new. He's not new. We started this online TV together way more than years back. So I want to say congratulations, Comrade Mixer. Definitely, it was a good decision from the technical team, Mo Bangura and that of Delwyn Thomas and Dr. Denke, JS Momo, and our coordinator. Thank you so much for making this a wonderful one for us, because without you here, it would have not been possible. Coordinator is missing, but he's around. So definitely you would be able to see coordinator some of these days online. And I would like to say good evening to Delwyn Thomas. He's in Northern Ireland. And to Zainab Sharif Bangura, she's with us. Fatia, which is one of us as well, she's here. And we have Bintu Sise, which is the women's leader, UK and Ireland, Usman Conte, and we have Mo as well. Everybody is here to share. And then we have again, okay, people are now calling people's names to come out. So we have Donsa asking people, Potluck Kobobo, Lansana Denke, Lamin Denke, we're all on. So I think this is going to be one of the greatest month coming to election that we'll have on this platform. be rest assured, try to share and subscribe. You will not regret anything that is happening. It's not easy, but definitely we need to be able to see. I think we have our Secretary General in the building, so definitely I will leave that to Comrade Mixer to do the justice to our Secretary General. And thank you so much, viewers. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much, and Comrade Sweet Bonita, co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't tell when I earlier say we get two giants then today in the studio with we as we guest them. We have the Altuna lawyers then. We get Mr. Alpha Olifa Kuruma, former immigration boss. They don't serve with country for over 10 years. We newly elected National Secretary General of the APC, one of the toughest lawyers then at the country. They go with me today at the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers, comrades, host, the technical team, please join me as I welcome Mr. Lansana Dumbuya E. Squire, National Secretary General of the mighty APC. Welcome, sir.
Yes, I'm for telling all Kushe, Bokuboku and Cabo. I want to tell you plenty thank you for having me at this show this hour.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. Welcome. And we'll go straight away because basically we don't discuss about over 3, 4, 5 questions then on your absence. But I'll go over them question a day because 2 or 3 of them questions a day. I want to make you highlight them for viewers them, and then Mr. Qualified they come back, a buttress, or then he add his own. One of the questions are this. We'll get 30% quota them when everybody they talk about the women then in governance. How committed you feel say the APC party they for ensuring we get this 30% quota for women then?
I see Qualified they watch me. How you do, Papa?
First of all, let me congratulate my colleague in the profession for forbearance and for virtuous patience until they climbed the ladder of the Secretary General of the most important political party in Sierra Leone. Congratulations, Mr. Dumbuya.
Thank you, brother Qualifier. Thank you for the good job what you don't do in a salon. You've done a lot, and I'm aware of that. When you ran the immigration department. Yes, to your question, this is not the hot talk now in a salon.
Yes, good.
Yeah, it's everywhere. You know, even when we engage international partners a few weeks back, our next, and when we engage IT, other NGOs, national and international partners, and also even women within our party. You know, within the party, they are very much aware of what is at stake, and they push for this 30%. But 30% is, to me, the APC is more committed, far more committed than any other political party. I'm not crying them down, but we have been very, very serious about that. That is why we included it in our constitution. It's a constitutional provision now for the APC. And also the Public Elections Act, the Public Election 2022, also make provision for that. And also the PPIC Act, by the way. The new PPIC Act also make provision for that. And the international partners are very serious about that we try for get this started. But we try for shortment by inserting it into our constitution, the new constitution. So for us, it is sacrosanct, and I think majority of the women APC are now out, and that is why to take this day, a good number of women are coming out now for the positions, because if they don't come out, even if the law is there, even if we want to implement it, if they don't come out, you know, if we try to force them, say, we can't take position, if they don't come out, it's going to be difficult. But so it is very good that a group are coming up for various positions in the party, and we're going to make sure that we implement it. So what do we mean? Minimum now is 30%, which means they can even get more, according to how, you know, how serious they've been in fighting for the various positions. And I'm sure this time they are very, very serious. So if they try to hit the nail on the head and make sure that they are far more competent, because if they are far more competent than the men, then surely the APC is going to give them far more than 30%. But for now, we're below 30%. So we're very serious about that. And 3 days ago, when at the bar association
sorry,
seminar,
again. Sorry, please. And I don't want to commit any crime here, because they don't want me to say strictly for big career, because we want that the message reach across to the granny then, and everybody within a salon make them get them clear. Just go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sorry about that. So the 30% sacrosanct, we know they bypass that one day, we not get nothing what they do again. This na law now na salon, na law now na PPRC Act, na law na the Public Elections Act, and also na law na the salon, na the APC Constitution. We don't make sure say we insert them into the APC Constitution, because we want for sure how serious we did and how serious we want to take this 30% issue. The international community, both the one them where they the country and the one where they outside, and even local partners are also really serious and insisting that then they say we for address that issue and for make sure say we abide by. So what you they say at the APC? We the assure people and say 30% at the minimum. We can go below 30%. We can go above 30%. So if they beg the woman, they let themselves show, you know, that fighting spirit. Let them come out with all the kind of expertise or challenge where they can get, so that they go more than the 30%. But the 30%, we cannot go below that. And everybody in the APC, that the hierarchy and everywhere, we tell them, even the one that when they come forward, we tell them, say, this is not the position. The women, they already come forward, we tell them, say, this is the position. The men, they already come forward, we tell them, say, this is not the position. So then therefore, left care for we, where we get for the consider the woman them. So that's not the position so far, and we're serious about it in the APC.
Thank you, Mr. Lansana Dumboya, Senior Comrade, Esquire. Mr. Kolifa Kuroma, we just don't listen to waiting Mr. Dumboya don't tell me about how committed is the APC for this 30% quota. You get anything to say about the 30% before I go further?
Well, excuse me. Before Dumboya, I think I will not give me your quota of response to your question.
Yes.
I tell you, say the leadership, you know, of the political party, and then get to make sure that they abide by provisions of all of their electoral laws there or existing laws there, don't state for the participation of the 30% of the women in the country. So that's what I have to say, because I think to say it broadly, Mr. Dumboya really, you know, give us a synopsis of what it entails and involved. So my understanding now is that they are working on it as the leadership of the political party to make sure that there is compliance.
Great. Now to Senior Comrade Sejen Lansana Dumboya. This question will go for you, and then Mr. Kolifa Kuroma will analyze further. In 2018, the slogan was Tolombo. Everybody know about Tolombo, na Itimini slogan, where everybody danced to that slogan there in 2018. We concede, we talk, we accept, we lost the election. But this is 2023. Everything don't advance. Do you have any campaign message where you be able to tell viewers that today, what did the APC get for carry forward for ensure say 2023 is right in our pocket, and Dr. Samura Kamara will match with them at State House? Do we have any campaign message? We're different from the Tolombo concept. Mr. Dumboya? We lost him. Oh God,
Yeah,
is
I
it
think
gone?
we've
Is it coming back?
Well, I'm sure if Colin Croman can answer that for us, it will be very grateful because
Exactly,
again, both
exactly,
of
Mr.
them
Koroma, yeah.
will be there. Oh, okay. Jen is back. Jen is back.
Second,
Maybe you
sorry,
have to
we lost
repeat
you,
it.
sir. We lost you. Well, I be ask say in 2018, we slogan that been Tolombo one go for the APC political party. This is 2023. We want to shift away from that concept. Do we have any campaign message for the people of Sierra Leone, by extension, comrades of the APC political party? Can you hear me? Hear me, sir?
I know they get you here. I know they get you clearly.
Oh my God. I can repeat myself again one more time.
Yes, try, and let's see.
Okay, I said in 2018, we've been getting a campaign slogan when at Tolombo, now in we go with 2018. But this is 2023. We want to shift away because we want a slogan will be able to attract the international community. We can able to tell we how prepared is the APC if we get any campaign message for take home, please.
Yes, we're very much prepared. We get a campaign message. I will tell you, say within the next few days, you are going to see some extract from the manifesto where before we eventually put the entire manifesto out. And what you just talked about, so we discussed last week, and I think me now one of the people that will come up say we therefore get a very good campaign slogan because I even got the same attention what you get for and Cholongba and all the rest of it. I say this time we got for make something we go resonate with the grassroots so that we go able to sell them around. So the campaign team, as I tell you, they work on that. So many people don't come with so many slogans them. But then the time for synchronize them and see which one we go able for come up with we go able for resonate with the Congo market, Couture Road, Dove Court, and Mamidem, and also with everybody in the country, whether na Dove Court, whether na minister, or whether a businessman, or whether a lawyer or doctor. We want something where go resonate with each and every a member of the Sierra Leone society. So we very much prepared, and we go send out that message in the next few days because we work on all the committees and they don't create several committees where they work on and the advisory board, the campaign advisory board committee. You get the other committees, the campaign management committee itself, and then you get the polling agents and Tallinn committee. You get peace and reconciliation committee. You get so many other committees. This is just for two. So then they on and sooner they will give you by Wednesday, Thursday, a final work plan from the all way go give you waiting the various committees them out for contribute to the campaign forward. But it's a very something and well organized.
Thank you. In response to that, Mr. Khalifa, do you have anything to say? You can say anything regarding that?
Well, excuse me. A slogan is a slogan. And if we move away from the slogan of Tolombo, we think of any other, slogan. I think the best we can do now for continue, for strengthen the case of waiting aid this stand for, which is action, progress, and commitment. These are the three ingredients where the party consists of. So when the Dumbuya they talk about various committees where they don't sit up, where they strategize and try to think about how the message will go, I think the waiting number left here now the fact that APC is a party with action and we always make progress, and we are committed to the cause of the formation of the party and the existence of the party itself. And He did not talk on how the leadership is committed to complying with the current legislations where they affect the women empowerment of the country. I believe that the same commitment again will therefore constitute the message we therefore deliver to the electorate, understandably, for let the people that know say we always mean business. For me, not for just win the elections, but now for make we go for make a change. Now for make we go for make a difference as to what really happened currently in the country. That's the main contribution for now.
Thank you. We look forward to that, and I hope the party will put that into practice, because we need a new slogan, a new campaign message where they resonate, and where the international community self will therefore attract them. Therefore, we're going to get a lot of investors them that sit alone under the leadership of Dr. Samura Kamara. Over to you, Mr. Lansana Dumboya Iskoya, Secretary General. This is not a massive question for you, where I believe you'll be able to educate the viewers them and tell them exactly what are the various roles of the IEMC and the EMC. What are the two organs that will just form by the APC political party? Mr. Dumbuya? Secgen?
Lost him.
He's gone again. Oh my God. We lost him again.
I think that's one of the questions Secgen needs to answer, and also if he knows the purpose of our next president's visit to United States, because definitely he cannot go without informing the Secretary General what's the purpose, because he's there with our former Secretary General. So again, that's something we need to know. And again, I think we just need to inform our viewers that they arrived safely and they were well welcome in the state. And I think at this point, even though he's our flag bearer and he will going to be the next president, I think he's going to address the whole of Sierra Leoneans, because when it becomes a president, it's a president for every Sierra Leoneans, not just the APC. So he's the president for Sierra Leoneans. So definitely we'll be able to expect so much from him, and we've already seen that. Definitely comrades have welcomed him or have welcomed them gracefully. So definitely after that, we'll see what he will do. The few days he will have with the people of New York City, because I'm sure it's not just New York he will stop. Back to you, comrade.
Mr. Kolifa Kuruma, this is a very important question where we need for make you sensitize people in today. The reason we make this question also at the director to you particularly is because you've been in that position before, and presently you reside in the diaspora, and this is something that is related to the diaspora, right? Over the years, everybody they take and say, whosoever they reside in the diaspora, now possible to seem or to feel oldest, meaning they get dual citizenship. Not knowing that there are a lot of people in the diaspora who just get a single passport rather than nationality. How you go able to advise the party? If somebody come on at the diaspora, say you want to aspire for parliamentary seat, how the vetting will take place? How they will vet that person for me they know say now one sim despite of a residency now abroad?
Well, so let me start by, answering the question, pointing finger at myself. Me, not a British citizen. Me, I get definitely remain in the UK for over 20 years.
Good.
So in my case, lots of people still believe they're a British citizen.
Exactly.
And lots of people say, oh, he's national. But one of the disappointments where a good number of them get in the nearest future, where therefore would take any political move, is simply by presenting, the proof of evidence, but they are not owning any British citizenship at all. Not that there will be no wanted, but I'll be withdraw the application before 2006, because the country not been on past legislation on dual citizenship. until 2006 where they passed. Then that's increased the margin of the aspirations of the guys in the diaspora for make them go for political participation in the country. So, coming to your question, as long as they don't set up committees where go appropriately as to whether or not somebody they carry things, where them really say it will affect the chances of the party losing, a constituency, because that has to be raised by the opponent. If you go affect the party as it will not happen initially, it not go really good for the party. So that they can just let number now to the committee where they was set up, where go vet, any aspirant for any position, whether at constituency level, parliamentary level, etc., for make them to make sure they then get the truth out of the aspirants that we intend to go fight for position of the country. So now that national declare don't come at the threshold of the secretary generalship of the party, I think to still go through the ball at the courts, let them be very wary of what not to be done, where will affect the political chances, the winnable political chances of anybody where they go for fit for position yonder, we're not SIM holder at all. But then to SIM holder, then ways and means that they were the party were able to solve them. So also in order to be able to affect, the aspirant. Mr. Biggs.
This is one of the best explanations what viewers that they expect. You nail them, because at the end of the day, you don't analyze for the simple fact that you don't mention, say, the party make sure, say, they vet people accordingly so that they don't disadvantage people when they come out from the diaspora. You've nailed it. But I don't know if Lansana Dumboya is around. St. John, they around? And Sweet Bonita, so that we can come in?
Yeah.
St. John.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. We'll just be discuss about the diaspora. Everybody knows, say, people that when they live in the diaspora, then they perceive them for, say, they get to SIM or to SIM. They say that was the 2018 slogan, to SIM or to SIM, meaning they get dual national citizenship, not them part of the country. But Mr. Qualified don't cite himself as an example. Say he live in the UK right now, but he is a Sierra Leonean with a single passport where they carry. So therefore, people can get for commodity the diaspora equally with like Mr. Qualified for go aspire for parliamentary seats. How would they able to vet them people a day? And you happen to be the Secretary General of the party. How do you go about it so that themselves not will feel say they're disadvantaged and they want to participate into national politics?
Sadly, in 2018, so many things happened. So many dynamics, so many things happened. So many dynamics been there at play, and as a result of that, we get for no say. Some people in their way then disqualified because they say they get to SIM. Most of them, some even sitting members of parliament, where they already get the symbol when they go for the second time, and they're not being given a symbol because of this word when you go around to SIM. And some lawyers, them big lawyers, been going at the media, they analyze these things. Some man been there for, majority of the people, they say for, those who are against were not many, and all the rest of it. I think it was a sad thing that happened because people in that position have always, they not always go to parliament. We not been get any hitch or any problem with that. And all of a sudden, this thing come up in 2018. And it just brings a lot of problems where make, I think, say the diaspora, disadvantage them in that regard and not be fair to them in that regard. I know they say this because I want to cajole the diaspora. I'm not been to talk this often where I've been doing international interview because I think I've been getting a genuine intention. Say this not you get for faith for not you get for address. Meeting say the diaspora people they equally qualify and equally get the right for contest like anybody when a Sierra Leonean. If you say somebody we born day, or we get written and call them, then we can take citizenship or whatever. He contest for member of parliament. Then you say you are way common also because you go get another citizenship and then you say that person they disqualified. Then I think say to me the whole thing is nonsense. Now nonsense rational dandy or argument dandy. I think say the diaspora are supposed to be treated with respect for giving that respect for continue for being members of parliament. And if this time we don't do so many other things in the brochure we'll go give out. If for some reason we find out say that will cause problem, you know, say that never cause problem, but if we say that will cause problem with ECSL itself, because that's the concern. Because I mean, for me within the party, I think say these people have the right and we should allow them to contest. But if with regards to ECSL and other people, we have a problem. I don't say this to the people, to many people. I will be one of the first people immediately after elections for make sure say a champion because for make we regularize that thing, they forget a clear picture and for make the diaspora people we come out now, we go get dual citizenship outside for make them get the right for contest because they are Sierra Leoneans, then go under because they want to go see greener pasture, and as a result, they want for be with the system because if you're not there with the system, if you not get certain status, you may lose so many things, you know, or you may not be able to continue. So if they get all them things and they become permanently residents and then eventually get a dual citizenship, that not affect them. You know, they affect other people in another country. But Sierra Leone, I don't know what happened here in the last election. But as I say this, we will look into and keenly. I will sit with the chairman and discuss them, and let we come for push the party forward. And we call on the diaspora. Please, diaspora, we rely on you. You've been a very pivotal nucleus and tower tank for the party over the years. And I don't want this one to be different. When I come on board, when I help the party, when I do all when I can for make the party go kind of power because we rely on that and we know what you are able to do. I will talk to the chairman, we will discuss that. But whatever it is, whatever we come out with, when I know this today, I'll be one of the people, first people for Pet Fauna, for make sure say we regularize that situation and we put them to rest once and for all. We sometimes here, you know, we talk about that step now this platform.
Thank you, Senior Comrade Sajjan. Now, from this same question, I did lead you now for make you tell viewers them about the various roles them where the IEMC and the EMC they play in the APC political party.
The IEMC and
the EMC.
Okay.
People then take and see they're all similar, but they want no more.
Now, if you watch a couple of days ago, as you are in the IEMC, they're responsible for manage the elections, the internal elections, them, not the party.
Good.
Yes, now they're responsible for manage the election, and the actual waiting and calling IEMC, now they're responsible for manage the elections, all internal elections at the party, and we don't swear them in for make them take their work very seriously, or make them not say their work not to any kalu very, very serious business, or make sure say them bring democracy in the party, and make sure say we get people we really like the party, people we want for participate in the party, then give them the platform, give them the opportunity, or let them able to do so. Let them not limit everybody, as long as you meet the qualification and requirement, you entitled for come forward. If you don't meet the requirement, we will tell you because there are so many things or so many questions where you get for answer, or make you able to determine as to whether you meet the requirement the constitution, because there's a constitutional requirement, but then one day when you go for member of parliament, the one day when you go for local council election, there is also a requirement, a law governing who that don't qualify and who that do not qualify. So if the national constitution disqualify you, then you don't know then we take notice by which you don't answer, you are disqualified. And if you get any question, you will come. Then we will talk. But we try as best as possible for give everybody a fair chance, or let we go into these June elections. But before the June elections, as we said, the constitution will get not only like a 1995 constitution. The constitution will get it talk about elections now for all the people that move for give symbol for go contest for members of parliament or councillor or mayor. We for make sure say we get an internal elections for them. And the modus operandi or the kind of way how for do that elections, we will make una know in the next few days. You know, we'll talk again. In fact, this week we don't begin, so the brochure they come out where people then go buy or let them begin apply for the various positions the way they want for go contest for the party for. But for now, we will just tell us say the rules and regulations self get for come out where we get for forward to the IEMC for let them include them in the brochure. When I then get the authority according to the constitution for make the brochure, or the secretariat for make the rules and regulations. So this week here, we will get everything, and we will know the fees, and we can take application forms, and we will apply for various positions. But you are only big. If you look at the things, then if you not say constitutionally you know qualify, then you know fine again. Like bring and come to the IEMC. No more for let them disqualify you. Say that the IEMC now they don't disqualify you. You know, where in actual fact, and the constitution don't disqualify you, but you don't know, you don't read them properly, you don't assess them properly. So one let people that look all the criteria then properly before ever then they send in the application so that we make the workload light for the IMC and for the secretariat and for the whole party.
So, Senior Comrade SG, as it stands right now, you know they're able to tell viewers them exactly how that voting they will be conducted, meaning whether they therefore vote for the parliamentarians, them, the councillors, or the mayoral position within the IEMC. Is it the delegates or the constituency executive members them? Or you're not able to tell me anything about that right now until when I release a statement?
All I can tell you for now is that there is going to be elections.
Okay.
There are going to be elections. So as I said, today look at the kind of a way how we for go. And one thing what I can assure now is this. We will make sure say it be free and fair. It will be free and fair. And that make no one rush into making a statement about it.
Good.
Because we don't want to make a mistake. Because this time we get for be very, very, because you know, don't say whether they can go court, but let we not go court again. So we want to try for do things then for let somebody not be. We want to somebody can we go court, let the court look and ping now. It asks and say, but what you can do now, yeah, go back, Bo. Yes. We want to let the person say, but you get now. So we say want to do things the right distance. So now I make una go left pocket for me. In the next few days, una go know the kind of election we will go, but we'll try to make sure say in a free and fair elections.
Thank you ever so much. There is another serious question there where I go want for making through light for viewers them. Senior Comrade Lanson Adeboya, when the party don't get hold of the final list of the voters registration from the ECSL?
As it is now, we don't do a correspondence in that regard where they go, if not Monday, latest Tuesday, or let them give you all the complete list of the voter registration. We know say there was a provisional one we've been there out, but a provisional list is not the final list, and we now get the final list yet. So we'll send a correspondence to them tomorrow or next tomorrow, but make them produce not only the final voters list, but also we want to make them give them by words, because I don't need them in doing for by words, constituent. Let them know how the team did. Even though a district block election will go, but let them give them by words, because irrespective of that district to go power, we get other divisions that way they inside the district. So one for let them give you proper and full analysis of them, and also we're asking for so many other things. Anyway, we're asking for make them and allow the various political parties and the international community and civil society, for audit the system. Because when they do the procurement, they're not include with them. It's supposed to include all political parties, but they're not include WIP in the process. And I've been thinking, say 3 days ago, I meet the ECSL boss now a forum, now one particular a meeting in New York, where I tell them, I say, we don't include you in the procurement. I say, then they a recipe for violent elections, because free, fair, and non-violent elections, they begin from the very word go, we begin for register. I even tell them, but the way how them stifle people, where they disenfranchise people from registering first-time voters and other people, I say that was really a recipe for violence in election, because when people feel dissatisfied that you really exclude them from a system where they're entitled to, it breed violence. I tell them that day in that forum day, and also I ever tell and say we want an audit of the system by all political parties, but look at the gadgets, the equipment, they're all for able to be assured say this system have not been corrupted, or tampered with by anybody whatsoever. So, and we also ask that even the voter register, we ask that they allow we or be part of the voter collection, the collection of the ID card. We ask them that they allow it to be part of that process. And he did not give me any reply, which was a shame, and a shame. And to me, it was really, really unprofessional for him not to have made a statement after the request. And the international community did it. They take note of everything we have been saying. So I hope say at least he will make a statement with regards to that. And with the advice on this electoral, we want to be free and fair. We not take anything less than that. So with the advice on, if you get anything the way you want to make less than that, then as I be tell people we in our APC go put we foot down. And when we put we foot down, they not go like the way ECSL not go like the way I will put we foot down. Because we put we foot down for let them know say we not take nonsense.
I like you follow up question, but again, I just want for add to waiting you just don't tell viewers then. Yeah. The international community don't hear what you tell them verbally by word of mouth when a WOM, right? But you don't you ready right now for do a follow up in writing so that it go there in archive in document for say you don't request for say APC get for be included for collect the ID cards them. You don't do that, or you plan for do that?
Yeah, that's what now that I say tomorrow to next tomorrow correspondence they will done. They go out. So waiting at the talks tonight, waiting then at the correspondence for let go out tomorrow or next tomorrow latest.
Great, thank you. So now this another important question for where they can emerge. We recently don't elect a flag bearer, and everybody they can dance with an Sierra Leone, and we know say that the president are waiting. Not in order for Poland. June 24th, we all know say Dr. Samora Kamara, the win, and then the APC political party will they emerge victorious for carry on plenty seats in the country. But again, we worried, and people are worried. We don't know what they happen. We just hear more yesterday say, with president in waiting, flag bearer Dr. Samora don't travel go to the US. What exactly he go do? We need for protect him. Now with Jem right now. Can you tell us something about him right now? Now a private visit or waiting? Because we're clouded. We don't know what's in the happen right now.
Well, on our own side, what I can tell you for now is that we flag bearer left the jurisdiction, and if they go out or go rub shoulder and be rubber with we diaspora people away there under. Then they go talk with them. We don't know if you go for any other business, but we know say that the party, that business they go for go do, or go talk to the diaspora people or make themselves support the party just like what they plead so. But in one day they in person for plead with una or make una support the party. So but it will come back within the next few days and we will carry on with the campaign. And we want to tell people and say we don't get anything when it's stopping, we don't get any stumbling block. We they affect the Panis campaign. We carry on with the campaign and we advise whoever gets any clandestine motive, whether not the government or not ECSL or not the judiciary. We ask them or put everything aside and let the process go and let the APC carry on with the campaign without hindrance from any institution whatsoever. It is a political party, the biggest political party in the country, and it is the party with the majority in parliament, and we want to function as that and we don't want any hindrance from anybody whatsoever. And we not go allow or tolerate anybody who will go out for bring any hindrance to waiting we want for do. So we just the advice say, let we all do this thing with the utmost respect and civility for each other. The utmost respect for each other. The APC is willing and able and to go into this election on a free and fair basis and also on a non-violent basis. But we want our partners also, those who are contesting with us, whether it's SLPP, NGC, C4C, or any other person, to also go into the election with the same mindset, non-violent, peaceful election. That's what we all want. And we want the international community for be the moral guarantor to ensure that that happens, because we in the APC, we are committed to that. And we require and demand, in fact, we are demanding it from all other partners, all other political parties, to go into this election in a peaceful and a non-violent manner.
Thank you ever so much. I will give you a 2-minute break before ever count and Mr. Khalifa when I see your comrade again, because all the issues that we don't address with the questions that we don't address with Mr. Khalifa, we don't address them before. So that make I repeat them so that people then when viewers so that viewers then go able to get your own idea according to how you answer the questions then. But again, I will give everybody 2-minute break so that I will count my co-host Benita for telling what they happen at the lobby right now, and then we'll get about 3 more questions they forgo, and then we can round up for the show. Sweet Bonita, over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Comrade Mixer. I think what we have on the chat line right now, one of the viewers was saying it's just one district that were elected to take executive position. And again, I've got another one here saying what's happening to the Connaught. They are not happy. They are planning to boycott the June. What the APC are going to do to bring them back home. And again, we have other comments here saying, well, thank you to our SG and our Khalifa, because they have literally explained everything to them. Because I think at the end of the day, this is for the viewers to learn and also for us to learn. Because when it comes to Sierra Leone, it's for one people, and it's not just for one political party. So we sure and we know that when the next president, which is Samara Martin Kamara, will be in governance, definitely we'll be able to see that. We've always seen that when it's within the APC. So definitely we know he will also follow that suit. I'm happy they did the right thing to elect him as president, because for now, yes, we're campaigning as APCNs, but after June 24, he bought Sierra Leoneans. So definitely we should be also giving our campaign the allowing the people to know that definitely, and there is nothing that in any shape or form. So definitely, I think comrades and viewers, even those that have not joined his political party, be rest assured, Samara Kamara ruling us as a president, you will definitely be grateful that yes, it was the right choice for the people of Sierra Leone. I'm sure, Comrade Mixer, we've had this before. People had so many speculation of our current president in waiting, but all of a sudden everything has died low. So I think we'll just leave it like that, because it means people are fighting their ways to come in, but it didn't happen. So definitely we are uniform, we are one, and then we are moving to State House, and I'm sure June 24 will be announced and all Sierra Leoneans will be happy. Back to you, Comrade Mixer.
Yeah, thank you, Sweet Bonita. This they go for both we guessed them, one of the senior comrades them. For win an election or for go to State House, you get for go through process to win elections. In order for us for ensure say Dr. Samora win the 2023 elections, we for able for select or choose we polling agents them. Comrade SGLD, how the party, whose method will the party they use in 2023 for choose we polling agents them? Would be said another for take bribe then therefore be very, very knowledgeable in terms of securing the vote. How you feel say, which method where you feel say the party they use for select or choose the polling agents then? Senior comrade, Mr. Koroma, you can come in and answer that question there first before you come. I'm sure you have an idea about it. Go ahead.
I think the question, Lansana Bimboya must be the right person for that question now.
I agree. I do agree.
And
yes.
He's in charge right now. In charge. Yeah.
Because he's the current Secretary General of the party. So everything we get for happen for let the selection of the agents be a perfect coordination by all the political players within the party to get, the team of agents that way to go for the carry out the responsibilities within the equipment. So Lance cannot be well for it to explain to properly. On the other side of the divide that will come in, the waiting to be the participation of the international community to ensure fairness.
Unfortunately, it's gone right now. You know, say it can get network problem last year.
Oh, okay.
Well, before it come on, I can throw this question to you, Mr. Comrade, Senior Comrade Qualifier. Everybody they talk about the Southeast, when I like Kono, but they forget saying we get other regions them that the country where the swing states them. But the party will get key members them na Kono. For example, Samsumana de Kono. Whilst Idede na member of the APC party right now, but we don't see a whole lot of people they migrate from even the C4C party, they join the SLPP. Which message will you get for the people of Kono or for the APC? How would they able to get the people they back into our party?
Brilliant question.
Thank you.
The message we need to get for Kono people, I want to bring them get a sense of reflection.
Okay.
From age old, what do I mean? Since the formation of the All People's Congress Party, Kono has always been a targeted vote for the APC, and Kono has always made a huge difference to the winning or the victory of the APC. And I also believe they don't benefit a lot from the infrastructural activities where the APC don't take Kono. And for them to make them forget a vice president for 7 years and some of the important ministries, I want to make the Kono people reflect and think the only party we go ahead and make difference on the APC. And waiting what happen when the cross marketing will take place, not going to be majority. Politics is the name of the game. The game compromise.
That's true.
The one that we already don't become so much affected by waiting to cause them distress. We need to make a march them together so that they're not going to be able to forget the past and for make them for through the whole self to stand on board of the APC winning the elections. Kono, yes, very important. We all know it's a swing state. And without Kono, we don't see what happened in the previous elections. Some people say Kono is important, but when this man debates, the forming political party, you see the losses we get that. At least there are up to 6 in the parliament. So it's difficult for me to not be able to bring the Samsumana factor into the equation. But I need to hear and I say, please don't try between in and insistent, I think to say they want to then a full system where they look for bring the cross carpeted ones back to the fold. Once there is strong promise for say, when we win the administration, so much could be done for Connaught District. Now that my own contribution, Mr. Nixon, on this subject matter.
That's a brilliant response. At least you don't touch all the avenues. Then it's all about peace. It's all about coordination. It's all about collaboration. Bring everybody come together, and then we'll be able to win the vote of the people of Connaught. Because all we they need and for the people and go face them. Okay, Senior Comrade is back. Senior Comrade SG will be discussed earlier on about. We just not discuss about the IEMC, and now we discuss about the voters registration. Maybe they elaborate, then you go off. You go able to end that topic, please.
I think say you will ask a question to qualify when the guy for refer to me. We qualify the state. I mean, the guy possibly talk about selecting polling agents.
Yeah.
Selecting polling agents. How don't go about them and waiting away. We're very, very serious this time about our polling agents, and we therefore include highly responsible and people who really know the risks around them. And in that regard, when I go find out, say, una get a role for play, but I know go talk and I go left and so forth. Una get a role for play. Una go don't get correspondence from we. Don't know exactly what thing we get for do, but let we left on our own side now. Let we left on our own side first. But yeah, so we get very, very senior, highly qualified people. We are teachers, we are lawyers, we are doctors. We are really people, and we get them weeks around them. Although the number of polling agents them are thousands and thousands, of polling agents, and maybe we will get thousands and thousands of lawyers. APC lawyers wanting to go to polling stations. Similarly, so with the doctors and other people, accountants, and the rest of it. But we don't get many of them. They're on board, and we see what will happen. But we have a good number of Sierra Leoneans who are coming forward to monitor the process, and also take part in the process, to make sure that they be polling agents there. So it's a very serious exercise, and we take them very, very seriously, very, very seriously. And the committee where they in charge of that, they in standby, not even standby, then they work now, they don't begin their work, and they don't begin, identify the caliber and group of people where they want. Some people already, some people have already done the names don't come forward. Those who with them when they win are highly responsible people, the names don't already come up.
Okay, thank you for answering that question, Dave. But again, I want to go a little bit deeper. Yes, for the simple fact that you just don't mention, say, we go for the high level of professionals then we get for act as polling agents then. The name, the professions now by a name, a nomenclature. But we get any plans, the party gets any plans for conduct any workshops or trainings them for them people that do they go for elect for the polling agents.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Good.
Oh yes, Dandy, I can tell you, I'll not be one going into details. I'll not be one going into details.
Okay.
But I can tell you say the party get plans for that, and they're not already the party already identify the people there. Training Dandy on sacrosanct. They don't already try for map out the cannabis way where they want to do the cannabis way where they want to do the training. But the training is going to go on anyway. I'm not be just one going into the detail of every aspect of what we will do, but as I say, we take them very seriously, the issue of polling agent, and we will address them very, very well, and we will come up with a kind of polling agents and way this time they will be up to the task. We're not saying the others were not up to the task the last time, but many of them fall short. of the requirements at polling agent. But this time, I want to make sure say not a single one will fall. Want all of them to be at par, parity with each and everyone, whether you be teacher now, whether you be lawyer now. We want in terms of understanding the polling, day, laws, dynamics, and also work, that everybody get the same understanding, same appreciation, and same commitment.
Thank you so much, Sekjen. Sekjen, this now one of the last questions then before we wrap up this show. I know I make you explain everything, just a brief, please, because this is our secret and at the APC. Now, according to the PR system, when they go into a block district vote, whereby, for example, they always cite Mio District, Cambia, as an example. Then they allocate me 6 seats in the parliament. How would I therefore do this selection or this nomination? Now, just the 6 members that they put on the list so that the people that will able win the vote them on 12 members that will therefore put. Is there any strategy towards that?
Yes. First of all, as I don't tell now, the way I will get them on board, therefore do election, because the constitution don't ask for that. I don't want anybody to go put win a court from by or to go complain win a court. So therefore make sure say we abide by the election, but we tell now which kind of election will go on. However, the way how we want for pardon? The way how we will go about them is that we will try to make sure say during the entire election process we get the one that way popular. Popularity na the constitution, na the constituency, the region, the district, in this case the district, when India now, the popularity na the district na matter. So what does that mean? It means say you will get popularity no more na constituency, not for the comfort zone anymore, because we are no longer dealing with a constituency, we are dealing with a district. So your popularity should cut across many constituencies, so much so that you are one of the people who will be able to deliver the entire district, not a single constituency. So one then group of people will be popular in the entire district. So when we don't want the election, if they happen for emerge, then we will put them on the list. Because but also the other balance system, wait for make 12, they go can at the list. The reason we make them go can at the list, as you know, that system they where one person, if they appoint one person as minister, or for some reason, if they don't want to be member of parliament again, or for other reasons whatsoever, then the other person waiting at the list will emerge and come up. So this is the way how we intend for doing 16. Now, no, if not 8, now this is not 16. If not 6, like the Cambia, we talk to 12. If not 10, now other side them, then it will be 20. So now double. Everybody, you have a double the thing for make provision for any eventuality as we can call them.
Thank you ever so much. We do appreciate you. Of course, a whole lot of information there today. We'll be as the for take home. With the wrap up now, we'll get about 10 minutes and the count to senior comrade lawyer qualify for making round up and give in final submission, which is the best advice to voters them in terms of securing our vote during the 2023 June 24th elections.
So the response would be a 3-pronged approach.
Okay.
One, we'll get for look at the exceptional circumstances under which the international community get for take part into the elections process. We all know, say, we get what we call sovereignty of the state of a country, where international community not ever indulge ban. But however, when it comes to the protection of democracy, when it comes to constitutional governance, when it comes to the protection of human rights, when it comes to free and fair elections, these are exceptional circumstances where the international community will show moral responsibility for make them go make sure say these are not trampled upon. Therefore, the one way now the second factor towards that, now for make sure say the leadership of the APC draw the attention of the international community on those exceptional circumstances where they get a moral responsibility to, so that they will make sure, say, at elections, if the government will feel to say they get the upper hand, then go on for scare the people then, so that the people then will run away from the polling stations then, make them go able to not vote effectively. Let there be a strong international community's presence, and let there be a strong participation by party agents and APC supporters, so they don't go feel threatened at all, let them not disenfranchise them. And finally, by so doing, I'm pretty sure the collaborative approach with the international community, the All People's Congress Party, players, them, and the people themselves, when that the supporters, they call them grassroots, and they call them supporters of the party. When then now the hoi polloi, where they map changa when the cow will see the crowd wake them pull after the convention. Once then they all about, it got difficult for the governments where they not power go able to do anything fishy. So therefore, if you ask me for this question, this is a three-pronged approach to the question. What I feel to say now get for make the APC become a winnable party come 24th of June 2023.
Definitely, with the emerge victorious. Over to you, Senior Comrade LD Lansana Dumbuya. You can able to wrap up and tell the viewers then your message of hope for tonight. Of course, they don't get a lot of information from you today, which I'm very, very grateful for. Thank you ever so much for that. Can you just give me any final analysis of?
Okay, I want to thank you for getting me on this show, and I look forward in the future for make you get me on the show, and also for get me a PRO when I tune on the show, so that we go able for the engage with frequently, and also we leader when Dr. Samura Kamara for make you able for give how we win the elections, how we intend for run this country, so that people will know say in the right person. However, I want to say hello to Sweet Bonita. I met her last week. We get to chat and come at the office, and also to Polypa, when I'm your brother. Yes, Bonita, Polypa. They are showing that we will try with level best. We work very hard on the secretariat and at the party to make sure say the APT election and sure we're going to win the elections. And I want to tell you plenty thank you and take care of you and they share for listen at them, and anything you wanna get, we wanna not able to understand. I want to let you come to the secretariat or call the secretariat. You will get all the information we wanna need. And one point, all from what na do, I go take una ID card them. One day we be register, you go take una ID card them. One day we be get issue, una still go present una sleep them and demand say una get right for let them get guys una waiting and call them for make the election to go on to una presence. So una demand that una get una sleep them and una forget una cards them. We ask una please una go collect una cards them, for not collect una cards them, then surely you know going for vote, because na the identification and they make you vote. And during polling day, we want also for make una come on and make you vote, because this kind of system is a rotten system, and the only way you change the rotten system is by going to the ballots.
Thank you ever so much, and Senior Comrade and Secretary General Lansana Dumbuya. And I'm so happy that you don't reassure the APC UK and I media platform TV show, as well as the viewers Denaya, civil flag bearer, President awaits. Dr. Samora, therefore appear on this platform for can educate and sensitize people. We so appreciate you so much. Of course, last week we will get Mohamed Pope Kamara, one of the assistant PRO, where it just can replace CDI Tunis when I elected PRO. But hopefully next week or week after next, we'll get CDI Tunis now because they don't promise for Canada platform. The one can educate and sensitize viewers them as well as comrades of the APC. So, ladies and gentlemen, senior comrades, viewers, and Ferremites, I just want to wrap up before I pass over to Sweet Bonita. Today, we don't discuss about various topics then. One of the topics that we don't highlight today is the way comrades them, when a senior comrades qualify and then St. John, don't highlight that the 30% quota of women then. They don't exactly tell we say the APC political party is committed to the 30% for women them. So we encourage every woman there for men and can join the party. We make sure say they abroad, we are calling your family members in Africa, tell them say do ya whatever they do, pick a need for go collect the voters ID card for men and go vote for the APC political party and Dr. Samura for ensure say the suffering before done as alone for ensure say APC come back na power will bring development in the country. We don't talk about we flag bearer in visit na the state and the all borders for go talk to the comrades of the APC. Anything thereafter, not for we, but always we know they go for go talk to the people in the diaspora when America. For tell them plenty thank you for what they don't do for RAM or what they do for the political party. We also don't talk about the final voters list where by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, Jan, we do a follow-up with a written document where they should say we don't request for the final voters registration list, we need for get them. And also we need for involve into the collection of the voter ID card as alone. We also don't talk about the PR system, how the election will take place, na the party for elect we parliamentarians there will mayor them as well as the councillors them. We also don't talk about the Kono issue where senior comrade Qualified highlights about how we go for commit ourselves into bringing unity and then we will approach the people that no matter say they don't move from the APC or COC, they don't go to the SLPP. There's always room for me to bring them come back. That in our politics and that's exactly lawyer Qualified sensitize the viewers and say you get hope. The APC get hope for bringing people a day because they one success. They don't want for this society they suffer. So, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, viewers, and fellow forum, are so happy that we don't get them people here today on the platform. They don't educate everybody. At least everybody gets a message to take home, especially the diaspora. If you did at the diaspora, you want to go contest. They will vet you, not fear, just go, spend your resources, you still have a chance. We know they franchise anybody, we know they marginalize anybody. Mr. Comrade Lansana Dubuya is ready for take the battle for all diasporas then. Immediately after we don't succeed in 2023, 2024. So I thank you ever so much, senior comrades, for appearing at this show, and we look forward for getting you back at any time from now. Over to you, Sweet Bonita.
Thank you so much, Commander Mixer. I just want to reiterate this to Section that the Diaspora Online TV platform is available to the Secretariat at any time.
Well done.
Anytime they want a program covered, they should inform us. We also have comrades in Sierra Leone that can facilitate that for us. Good. So they should be rest assured it's not just only on Sundays. We are available 24 hours a day. And coming to elections, we are available everywhere. And again, just for the Secretariat to be informed, we're also recruiting people to join us because it's not just about us, it's about Sierra Leone. So we are looking for presenters, hosts from every tribes to come and speak to the local people, because at the end of the day, without the message going to the right person or through the right person, it will be difficult for them to understand or comprehend what we want. So definitely, Section, be rest assured, anytime you need our service, we are available. Again, when our president returns to Sierra Leone, we will also be ready with him and every comrades around so that we can work in unison, because this is an APC platform. It's just been hosted by the diaspora, but it's for APC. So we want every comrade in APC that wants to express or advertise or wants to come for positions, be rest assured we are available for you. Don't shy away. We are here for every comrade. So I just want to reiterate that to Section. It's not we need to reach out. If you want, somebody, reach out to us. And I'm sure the gents around are also welcoming. So please, Section, just for you to know. Again, IT is just telling us we have a one-to-one, like the first one we had with you with Owan Castle. So definitely, we are always available. Let every comrade know, either executive or non-executive, the platform is for every APCN. Don't let him we say we don't swear on this platform and we don't do propaganda. All information will be vetted, because if anything comes out which is not right for the party, will be held responsible, and that's something I will not I will not encourage. If anybody and I know they are doing something wrong, I will cut you off. That's just simple as ABC. That's just what it is. But apart from that, it's available for every comrades. So I would like to say thank you to our viewers. Dean Payne, we have Abdullah Ishmael Karoma, Fatia Samora, Mo Bangura, we have Devin Thomas, we have Preza Songo, that's from the regions, Stephanie as well, Binti Sisay, Abdullah Blah, and again we have Devin Thomas, Mohammed Kamara, which is Supermed, and again Abdullah Tarawali. I would like to say good evening to all of you, and again coming this week, every week or every day we'll try to have a program, because we want to make sure that APC is well represented. We know people were asking where is APC. APC is here right now, and we want the people of Sierra Leone to know and understand we are here to stay, and nothing is going to change that. So thank you so much, Sekjen, and thank you so much to you, Khalifa Kroma, for agreeing to be with us this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye to our viewers.
Mixer, back to you.
Okay, and as